So here we are, and as painful as it is, we just have to delete those surfaces. Then we can go to Dial, and let's select this cross section. And as you can see, it has the pivot point set to there. That's not really what I want right now, so I go to Set Pivot, move my mouse and click the left mouse button, and then press Alt and snap that pivot point to the center of my ring. So you can see that it's perfectly centered, because now when I go into rotate, and I know this is 45 along the x or minus 45 along the x-axis, you see z and y. So the rotation axis I would like to use in half is x. So I can type in minus 45, comma 0, comma 0, press enter. And then that arc is positioned down here. So then we have to go back to surfaces, rail, one generation, two rails. So here's my generation, first rail and second rail. And that is fine. But now I noticed that I end up again with this surface edge here, which is really annoying. So what do I do? Well, maybe I have actually to rotate then those rings. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go and select just only the curves. So number 1, number 2. The pivot point is at the center, so that is good. Then we can go to transform and rotate. And then again, minus 45 for x, comma 0, comma 0 for y and z. Press enter. And now you can see that the surface edge is down there. In general, try to always prevent creating a model where you might have to build the feature over something like this or along it, because it is always causing a problem in most CAD applications I know. Then with this surface created, we can then, for example, select it and put it to the dialed surface, and then go to the make draft, and then again select those edges. And then say 0 angle along the x-axis, and would like 4 millimeters. Flip the direction, auto update. Okay, so that is now the surface for the side parts between the different buttons. I can click and assign it to that layer. Then I can go to my dialed surface layer, because I still have to create the 2 draft surfaces, which are just 1 millimeter long. And then zoom in, click this edge, click this edge, click on this x-axis icon, so I flip the direction. Maybe I have to hit enter again, so it really updates it. And there is now the draft surface. Okay, so I will stop the recording at this point and do all the trimming and the filleting, and then show you the end result. And what you see here is now the finished dials with all the edges perfectly rounded.